morning, garden friends. Pretty much my last couple of videos have been about cleaning up my beds. I have definitely been slacking, partly because full-time job is consuming my time, and then the unpredictable weather. But today I'm going to be working in this garden bed. While I love Helen Von Steen lamb's ears, this year, and it might just be because of this season, just not doing as well as they used to. So I'm gonna dig those all out, and then I have some Russian sage in here that does not seem to be doing as well. It gets very leggy, and I know it does not like to be moved. But I'm gonna push the envelope and move it out of this bed, get my black-eyed Susies cleaned up, get my hydrangeas cut back, just getting the spent flowers on it. I just don't like the mess. I'm my worst enemy. I don't know about you guys, but even here in Georgia, we do get, the cooler weather, but I still think you can still have your garden look nice and orderly. And right now, it is not. So that is what I'm going to be focusing on today. But first, get a lot of the dead flowers that are done. We've had a freeze, so there is some damage, and I believe this week it's supposed to be in the 20s, so certain things I'm not gonna do, but anything that is dead, I'm gonna get pulled out of here. Like I said, the Helen Von Steen lamb's ear, get my Russian sage, get my black-eyed Susies, get my hydrangeas all taken care of. But I'm gonna first get everything pulled out that I'm taking out of here first. That way I can get back there and get the hydrangeas done. So let me go ahead and get my tools. All right, so those zinnias are gonna get pulled out. I have some verbena that's in there, but you see what I mean with my Helen Von Steen. Like I said, I don't know if it's because of the season or what, but I'm just not liking how they're looking. And I got a lot of perennials that are in there that are buried that I want to be able to go ahead and get cleaned up. And then my Nardia runners are getting around my rose bush. So this is all the stuff that I am going to be getting cleaned up. And then once I get it done, at least the front part, I'll get back on and get my hydrangeas cut. You know what? I'm going to, because there's a lot, I'm gonna get in here and get this knocked out. At least this stuff up in the front, so I can see exactly what I have here. And then I will get back on. Okay, so I got all the lamb's ear taken out of here. And this is the thing. It was definitely taking over, because one of the things that I noticed was my plant right there. That is a wallflower, and it was buried underneath the Helen Von Steen. And then because the Helen Von Steen was so thick, look here, I had Sylvia here, and look at that one. That one's buried. So it was not allowing the sun to get to everything. And then even my evergreen, I forget what that's called. I'll pull it up to get the name of it. But it was suffocating that. That should be a good 3 feet by now. But like I said, it was a bad choice for me to put the Helen Von Steens up here. So, like I said, got everything cleared out. And what I'm gonna do is, this here is a dwarf plumbago. It will get about a foot tall, but spread about 2 feet. So it's like a ground cover. So I got 3 of them. And the ideal is for it to swoop in between here to give me that nice carpet. I have some bachelor buttons that I'm going to plant in here along with some daffodil bulbs. I'm just gonna add more in here. I do know I got some. And those are casadas. Now, let me show you the situation with the Russian sage. I think I've figured out what the issue was. So, I went ahead and pulled them up. And like I said, they don't like to get pulled up. But my dilemma here was this bed is well watered. And they do not like a lot of water. And I had noticed that at the base, it was kind of soft. I mean, I still got the green. Hold on, let me just check. Yeah, the green is still there. Even on, oh, maybe not. Maybe I need to throw these guys away. No, I'm not throwing them away. But I would think I'm gonna get these guys potted up in a pot and see how they do. And then this here was another one of my wallflowers that got suffocated, but I'm gonna root it because it got a nice root on it and try to get it to overwinter for me. And then some of my, this is a mess. Some of my black-eyed Susies. I got a couple of those that I think I'm gonna put them in a pot. Yeah, you know, because they do spread. So, and just to contain them, maybe a little bit better. And then I still got these lamb's ears to pull out and trim back my Johnny Walker. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this bed planted up. I'm not gonna mulch because we gotta finish getting more of the bricks that we're gonna lay down on here, and then that way I don't have to worry about the mulch falling out. So let me go ahead and get these guys planted, and then I'll get back on and show you what it looks like. All right, so I got the holes dug for the daffodil bulbs that I'm gonna be putting in here. And as you can see, that cold weather has really done a number on the new plants. But you know what? These are perennial, so I'm not worried about it. They will end up bouncing back. So let me go ahead and get that done, and then we're getting the rest of the bricks lined up here. So, all right, so like I said, I got the holes dug for the bulbs, and what I'm gonna do is use some more of the alliums, the Starlight Mixed Blooms, and put clusters of 3 because I think it'll end up looking nice to have that pop of color in front of the hydrangeas, because when these guys bloom, the hydrangeas will only have the greenery on it, and these guys get, I think it said 28 to 32 inches in height. And then I'm going to put the casadas from Color Blend in the front, because these guys get, I think they said 14 to 16 inches. So like I said, I got the holes already dug. Let me go ahead and get the bulb tone in the holes, get these guys buried. And then as you can see, Kevin has the retaining wall blocks lined up. So we're gonna get the wooden wall taken down and go ahead and finish with the retaining wall. So let me go ahead and get these guys planted. All right, so I got all the bulbs planted. Kevin is now adding the retaining wall. And as you guys know, with our yard on a slope, initially it's starting off at 2, but more than likely when we get down to the bottom half, as you can see, he has it stacked 3. So once again, it is looking aesthetically nice. So this will look really good. Once he gets done, I will get in here and get this bed watered because of the new bulbs that I put in here, and then get the bed mulch. Now it's supposed to rain tonight, which it'll be a good thing that I'm gonna water, because the ground will be wet and be able to suck in the rainwater. Okay, so we got all of the retaining wall done. It looks so nice. But before I mulch, I'm going to dump all that dirt up in this bed before I put the mulch on, because I am finding, and I don't know if it's this crazy weather we've been having, but some of my daffodils are coming up, and I buried those rascals a good 6 inches. So, like I said, I'm going to use all the dirt that's in the containers and get them put in this bed before I put the mulch on. All right, the front garden bed is done. I so love the clean look of the retaining wall that is on the front garden, and it just looks really nice and clean. And like I said, I've emptied out a lot of my containers that I'm going to be repotting up for winter interests, and the dirt is still good. You know, I believe in recycling the dirt, because it's been less than 6 months that they were in those containers. So now all I have to do is go ahead and get this bed mulched. All right, so the front garden bed is done. Hydrangeas trimmed, and that was just me getting the plumes off. But this spring I'm gonna go in and cut off all of those little small branches, and then now you can see my beautiful art piece that I created. Like I said, I just like that nice clean look, and you can have that even in the winter months. Well, thank you again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner, and I look forward to you checking out my next video.